is up, everyone? If you've been to the channel before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. My name is Nikki and I am seriously introverted. So today is going to be what's in my park bag. I don't necessarily want to say I struggle with this. I do and I don't. So I have come a long way, I feel like. I've gone from packing everything in the kitchen sink to more of a minimal pack. But the age-old struggle is, what bag do I use? This is the bag that I have used in the past. This is my trusty park bag. It's my tried and true. It's what I've taken with me. It's been with me for years now. This will be going with, but I'm actually going to pack it in the check-in as a backup, just in case the new thing I'm going to take doesn't work out. But longtime viewers of the channel will probably recognize this bag. It's been all over the country with me. Issue with this bag is it's a 12 or 24 liter bag, so it's a full-size backpack. My very first trip to Disney, I what-ifed it to death and I overpacked. It was absolutely full, and because it was full, it was heavy, as you can imagine. And we went at the end of September and it was way hot. We were not prepared. September in Kansas is fall, and unfortunately we thought September was just fall, and it was surface of the sun hot in Florida. Not prepared for that temperature wise. We had the wrong clothes. I had this backpack absolutely stuffed full of stuff that I didn't need, and it was too heavy, it was too hot, it was miserable. So that was 2016, I think. 2018 we did coast to coast, so Florida was first. I think that time it was in January, February, perfect weather-wise. And then I went the opposite direction. I now knew what I needed and what I didn't need, so it was more minimalistic packing. So now I'm carrying around an almost empty backpack, which was great. But carrying around an empty, well, not quite empty, but like a more empty backpack is just as bad as carrying around a full heavy backpack. You can't pack it correctly, so it was awkward, and I also had the tendency to want to put more things in it because I had space. So I switched and did the sling in Disneyland, which was like July, I think, of that year. And the sling was perfect. I think that was a 9-liter bag, but the sling killed my shoulder. And that got me searching for the perfect park bag. I mean, I'm always in the lookout for a perfect bag, but this was a park bag specific. And I needed a 9-liter, something around there, size bag with 2 straps. And I'm looking for something specific organization-wise. I like the tactical military style bags because I like the attach points on the outside, so I can put things on. I hang my Disney ears out on the outside. I hang stuff out. My sunglasses case isn't on the outside, but my sunglasses case usually goes out here. And then the organization on the inside is something I like. So, long story short, I couldn't find the perfect bag. But then I went a different route because those were all backpacks. Situational awareness, kind of safety, whatever you want to call. I mean, I'm at fault for this too. We tend to go into Disney and forget reality. You're surrounded by thousands of people and you think they're all like-minded. A lot of them are, most of them are, but there are people who are preying on others, stealing their stuff, you know, things like that. Backpacks are vulnerable. So I've got, like, this is the hero clip. It's, you know, it turns into a bag hanger. You go in to the bathroom and there's no place to hang your bag. And then you clip it to the top of the stall. Well, there's lots of stories, not just in Disney, but just everywhere, of people who see it and they yank the hook and they take off with your stuff because you're preoccupied. People banging into you on purpose in a really condensed line because they're desensitizing you to the hitting you in the line, and after the 50th time they've done it, you've quit checking on them, and then now they're gonna look at, they're trying to get stuff out of your backpack. You set your backpack on the ground and it's next to you and you're in awe of, you know, the fireworks show or the parade or whatever it is you're watching, and they're taking stuff out of your backpack, or they pickpocket you, or whatever it is. So I went a different route. In my perfect bag, we're gonna try it. This is going as a backup, is we're gonna try a chest rig. So this goes on my front, nothing on my back. I don't have to constantly go, hey, can you get something out of my backpack, or swing it forward and maybe accidentally hit people, or, you know, I'm not taking it on and off for a ride and setting it on the ground in questionable water on a ride, or I don't have to take it off to use the restroom, or, you know, insert a million different scenarios. It's on and it's right here. So it's harder to pickpocket, it's harder to steal stuff. I don't have to remove it any which direction. The only thing would be like pictures and stuff. Some of you are gonna go, and a lot of you are going, that's a good idea. It's bigger than I thought, which is great because I need the space. It's organized in the manner that I wanted, and the attach points are still on the outside. I can hang my ears off the front. I can hang my sunglasses off the front. It's got pockets, it's got attach points, it's got all the things. And it's also really nicely organized on the inside. So, I have tested it for an hour with some weight on the inside, but it was only an hour. So, that's why the backpack's going. So in case this does just absolutely wreck me and hurt and stuff, the backpack is a backup. But it does have, I mean, it's 2 straps. It's got the, you know, the harness and whatnot to support. It should work just like a backpack and have all that support and stuff. So we're gonna try the chest rig. So hopefully I found my perfect park bag. It's also going to be the airplane bag because it's small. I probably will take it off for the airplane. I don't actually have to because I can click my seatbelt and whatnot, and it's on my front, and I can sleep like that. I don't have to put it under the seat. I literally wouldn't have to take it off if I didn't want to. It could be protected on my person at all times. So, but that's kind of my thought process on the bag. Safety, security, make it hard for them to get to it. Is everybody like that at Disney? No, of course not. I mean, 99% of people are there to enjoy the parks just like I am. It's that 1% that are there for negative purposes. I don't really want to say nefarious, but you know, they're there to prey on the others. I've never had it happen to me. I'm gonna knock on wood because it hasn't. Not at Disney. We did have our rental car broke into. We apparently didn't lock the car at Universal our first go, and we had stuff stolen out of the car. They were crime of opportunity. They were walking up to the car like they owned it, and they were checking the doors, and if it was unlocked, they were helping themselves to stuff. Some of it was a lot of that was our fault. We didn't lock the car, but it happens. I mean, they prey on the tourists, they prey on the people who go, because you get into that fantasy mindset that you're letting reality go because you're going to enjoy the park. So I've read a lot of things. I'm a part of a lot of Disney groups on Facebook, and the theft is really ramping up. Why? I don't know. Easy prey in the parks? I'm not sure, but I'm trying to make it harder if it's gonna happen. So hopefully that's what this is. It's gonna make it harder to steal stuff out of the bag because it's in front of me, it's more in my eye line. You know, they can't just snatch and grab it from me, it's attached to me. So harder than a backpack would be. But anyway, I'm gonna flip the camera and we're gonna see what I'm gonna put in it and get opinions on what I need to take versus what I don't need to take. If I'm missing anything, things like that. So let me flip the camera. Okay, so I have kind of 3 basic piles. So 1 pile, 2 piles, 3. So this little pile here is for the airplane only. My headphones, gum. I don't know if anybody else has any issues with elevation and stuff, but I chew gum. It doesn't necessarily need to be that particular gum. That's the only pack of gum I had that I could find right away. I chew gum on the plane to help with my ears popping and stuff. That little container is mostly for going through security. I have pre-check. This will be the first year that I've got it, the TSA pre-check thing. I have what's called, some people call it pocket magic, some people call it pocket junk. They're just some tokens, I guess. I take that and my rings off and I put it in there to keep them all together. And then my headphones, of course. So once I get to where I'm going, those things will come out. I won't take them into the parks or anything. And then the middle is, they'll be in there for the airplane, but they'll also be in there for the parks. These will be when I'm trying out for the first time. These are called loops, or loop, something like that. They are, I don't know, they're supposed to, if I can get it open without dumping it. Oh, there it is. Loop, if you can read it there. They're supposed to like help with sound. I have extra. So for someone with anxiety and who gets a little bit overwhelmed with noise and a bunch of people around, these are supposed to go in and sort of filter noise. So when you get overwhelmed with people and sound and stuff, it's supposed to kind of help with that. So I'm gonna give them a try and see, like in the parks and stuff, if that won't help keep me calm, I guess, rather than wear me out, I guess, a little bit sooner. So I got told about these by someone else who deals with what I've got, or like same kind of thing, and it says that it helps her as well. Backup battery, my tripod, Dramamine because I get motion sick, Kleenexes because, you know, you never know, Clorox wipes. We've been carrying these way before COVID. You never know when you need to wipe a table down or if you touch something sticky. And then of course batteries for my camera. Camera will obviously also be in the bag or in my hand, but since I'm currently recording on it, can't use that. And then this stuff will be in my park bag itself. I'm probably not going to have this in the bag. We're going to California. This would be mostly a sunshade, if anything. It'll probably stay in the room instead of taking up space in my bag. This is actually insect repellent, sunscreen / lip balm. This is actually also sunscreen in a stick form for your face and arms and stuff. Nail file in case you break your nail. I got this from like a freebie thing from one of my authors that I read, so just use it. This actually will be for like my pins. It's just a little round, I think it's actually for cords, but I'm gonna put pins in it. I have pins in it. Autograph book. My pen is actually in the bag. It's a thick pen. Little mini first aid kit. This has pennies and quarters in it for the penny smashing machines, but you no longer need your own coins. It takes dollars, and it has its own copper blanks and stuff. This signifies, like, I kept those in there, but it'll be challenge coins. I just left them in there for the weight. That way it's a more realistic for how heavy they'd be. But this stuff will go in to the bag for the parks. That's only, this stuff will be in for the airplane. But I'll go ahead and load the bag so we can see what it looks like all loaded up. Alright, so this is what it looks like all full. This was my autograph pin. It's a fat pin so the characters can use it. I have a Write in the Rain pin also on the outside. So it is full of everything that I just showed you. This thing here is so I can attach my ears to the outside, just like what I have done in the past with my backpack. So everything can be contained here. I tend to put my ears on my pack for like rides and shows where we're all sitting down. I take my ears off in respect to the people behind me. You know, it just being respectful to people. Whether people in front of me are respectful or not, I try to be respectful to the people behind me. Whether, you know, whether people want to be respectful or not, that's on them. I try to be respectful. Mom Jessie and I try to be respectful. I don't know if it's the Eagle Scouts, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, or just the Scouts in general. That whole leave it better than how you found it. We tend to try to do that. That's where the Clorox wipes and stuff are also from. If we want a table and there's one that's dirty, we'll clean up that one if that's what we want. We'll clean it, wipe it down, use it, and then we clean up after ourselves. There's no shame in that. There's I'm pretty sure it's quite iconic picture of Walt Disney picking up trash. If he never found himself to be too good to do that, none of us are too good to clean up after ourselves. We're all adults. So anyway, so the front pocket here are the batteries for my camera, easy to get to. Also the loop headphone things. I have some challenge coins in there too for easy to get to, so I don't have to open everything. And then the main pocket is, as you can see, everything is organized in there. There's really no free-flowing of anything. It can also fit quite a bit more in there if I really wanted. I'm not really going to overfill. Again, I'm probably not going to have the umbrella in here. I'm just showing you it will fit everything. and I could fit more in here if I wanted. The gum, the container, which these, I got this in the travel section at Walmart. I just put my jewelry and things in here. I also use this at night to keep my jewelry and stuff contained when I take them out to go to sleep, so I don't lose anything. My headphones, that stuff will come out. I won't carry that in the park during the day. So, and who knows, I might carry something one day and then decide I don't need it, and I'll remove it the next day. This pocket back here is the one that's got the autograph book and my first aid kit. Autograph book is just so it doesn't get all crumpled up. And my first aid kit is only an emergency. It's a very, very basic kit. It's a boo-boo kit. I've got maybe some Tylenol and ibuprofen and things like that in it, but nothing super substantial. Band-aids, moleskin, and stuff. So, but Clorox wipes, my pens, my backup battery. There will be a few other things that go in here probably. Couple cords. This is actually in case it's got MagSafe, so I can actually put my phone, it'll magnet to the phone, so I don't actually need any cords. That's why there aren't any cords in here. I just need this and it'll magnet to the phone. I got this at Sam's Club. So everything's in there all nice and neat, and it shouldn't go anywhere. Nothing all jumbled up or anything, so hopefully this will be quite nice. And again, there's more than enough room for other things if I needed. It's actually not full. This is, the straps back here are in case I want to attach it to a backpack. These straps come off, so if I didn't want it to be a chest rig, I could just make an attachment to a backpack. So, and then these straps, if I want to take my sunglasses off, I can use that instead of my big bulky sunglasses case. And then if I want to put something in here, I think my business cards are actually in here right now. So and then of course I got Challenge Coin Trader, so people know that I'll trade. But that's what I've got in the park bag right now. Not terribly heavy. I mean, it's probably, I'd say 6 pounds or so. Carrying it day in, day out, it'll probably be heavy, but again, I'll probably remove some things as we go. But other than that, this is hopefully the winning combination for now anyway. But let me know if you think I'm missing something, if you think I've got too much, things I don't need, things I'm missing. What do you think about the chest rig? You know, any advice that you feel that you can impart and help me out here, that would be greatly appreciated. You gotta remember, I don't have, like, this is an adult trip, so I don't need anything for kids or anything. It doesn't have a water bottle holder. I'm not necessarily worried about that. We're planning on getting Gatorade, like a grocery, I guess we'll say like a grocery shipment. So we'll have water, Gatorade, and all that we'll be taking in with us. I'll just carry it, and then as we need, I'll just get it. We're not terribly far away from our hotel, so I'll just do that. I do have a carabiner that I can hook my drink to it, but in all reality, I don't want it banging against me constant, so I would rather just carry it and then get rid of it. once I'm done, I'm not gonna worry about a bottle carrier or anything. So the goal is to be minimalistic, and less weight the better. So minus the water bottle, I think this is as good as I'm gonna get. But again, any opinions or questions or comments, I would be open ears and glad to hear it. So let me know your opinions on it. If I need more or less, what I'm missing, what I don't need, things like that. But remember, I'm going to Disneyland, not World. So very, very different in climate and all that. But I think other than that, this is all I got. So be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.